drove past. I get a little nervous on the screen. But what's up, Hamlin? Back with another Hamlin Talks. Last time we talked about vibes, and I got a lot of good looks, a lot of love on it. A lot of people said they liked it. People left comments for me to more stuff to talk about. And one we're going to talk about today comes from a great friend of mine named Esther. And she wrote, "This was great." Thank you, Esther. I appreciate it. "Your next topic should be about the effects of personal growth on relationships around you when that growth may be seen as a negative thing by people closest to you." Here's how you gotta look at it. Anytime that you get feedback like that, you change, you're acting different, not a good look, blah, 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 and make you act different. I want you to look at what they're saying changed about you. Anytime they say it's changed, make sure that they have a valid reason. Because sometimes, in a lot of relationships, we know that are toxic, it's hard for people in that relationship to see the toxicity of it. When somebody approaches you about you being different in a relationship, I want you to look at it as, okay, I'm acting different. How am I acting different? Are the changes I've made since before this relation made me better, or have I stepped backwards? In this relationship, am I getting what I expected at the start of it? Are those expectations and goals being met? And if they're not being met, then there's a good chance that a lot of the stuff they're talking about as far as change and stuff has been negative on you. On the flip side, if those goals and expectations are being met, they're being the stand-up guy, stand-up girl that you expected them to be, that you want them to be, if a lot of that is happening, for one, you have to understand that most of those things happen in the home and they are personal. So a lot of people outside of your house aren't going to be able to see that. So when they see that you change, they don't know the basis of what you're changing from. So when you have those positive changes, all it should take, if you have good friends, is a simple talk, simple explanation like, hey, I know you feel I've changed, but this is how we're working. I've actually gotten better as a person myself being in this relationship, and they've been better because of me as well. Once you have that conversation with your friends, it should be all clear. They should be able to come to you like, what, I get that you changed, maybe we don't hang out as much, maybe you don't do this, that, and the third, but I understand that it's something more positive for you, and I gotta respect that as your friend. On the other note, like I said, if it's something negative, there's probably a chance that there's something in your relationship that A, you need to either fix, or B, you need to recognize and know that maybe this isn't the relationship for you, and maybe this relationship isn't healthy. So whenever you have people approach you, whether it be family or friends, anything of that nature, that approach you about you changing because of a relationship, make sure that there's a reason for why they say that. When we have our friends, when we're all single together, we all get our chill time. We go to work, we come out, we chill. When you get in a relationship, a lot of that time you spend with your friends is likely going to be spent now with your partner. And a lot of friends sometimes can't handle that, and that's okay. If that relationship is something better for you, your real friends are going to show in those instances, and that's where your circle gets smaller and stronger at the same time. So if people are telling you that you have changed for the worse because of this relationship, if they have no reasoning behind it, then they're probably not a good friend for you, and they're trying to pull you away from something that's making you better. We all understand that a husband or a wife is meant to come into our life to make us better. If you're getting better because of that person, then that is what you're looking towards for that end of the goal, love, happy relationship. And they're still calling you out, they're telling you that you're a bad friend, that you're a fake friend because you spent all your time with such and such, and you acting different now and all that good stuff, probably not a real friend to begin with. And those aren't people that you should be hanging out with. And it's okay to say that. You know what? You're right. I'm acting different. And okay. Even if you break up with that person, you probably shouldn't go be friends with that person again because they were acting different from the jump. Even when you were growing as a person, they weren't allowing you to grow. They weren't willing to see you grow because it wasn't with them and they weren't growing with you. You got to allow people that space to grow with themselves and to grow with somebody else. Your expectation, if anything, you should be telling that friend that feel like you acting different that they should go mess with somebody else too. And once they mess with somebody else who is just as influential and as motivational as your partner, then they'll be able to see how you've changed and how you changed for the better. So if you feel like somebody's telling you that you are acting different, I really wouldn't worry about it unless you're not seeing the positive effects of your relationship on yourself, because you keep people around you who you want to make you better. And if it's your partner who's not building you up, you go to your partner and you're like, hey, I feel like, we have these issues in our relationship. blah, blah, blah. When you reap successful results from having those kind of talks, then you're probably in a positive relationship as is. But if you go to have that talk with them like, hey, I don't feel like we're really growing from each other in this relationship and we need to fix some things, and they get defensive on their side, maybe your friend was right and you do need to make some adjustments to your personal relationship life. But with that said, I hope that answered your questions, Esther. If it didn't, please let me know and I will make another video as quickly as possible, or we can talk about it ourselves. You hit me up whenever you want. My Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat will all be at the end in the outro that the amazing Kalen Westman made for me. If you don't follow him already, he is Neon Sunset on YouTube, Kalen Westman on Instagram, and he does not operate on Facebook. He does have a Snapchat though. If you can go find him, he'll let you know how to get to all that. You hit me up as you see necessary. I would love to do more videos for you guys. It's actually a lot of fun for me. Even editing, getting back into editing is a lot of fun. I missed it. I haven't really gotten to edit like that. So doing this again is amazing. Thank you so much to everybody following me. Like, comment, and share. Let me know what else you want me to talk about, and we will get this going. Thank you so much. Mwah.